Hey guys, so spring training just started. It's been a fun one so far. Jason Dominguez has looked very, very good. Anthony Volpe had a good first game, but then the next game went 0 for 2. Things like that happen. It's baseball. He's 2 for 6 so far. Not too bad, but still hitting 300. But during the offseason, we were teased a little bit after the Rodon signing. We were teased that the Yankees were potentially making a big move, that they were working on something pretty big and substantial. Michael Kay talked about it. Now, I believe Michael Kay 110%. I believe that he was told that the Yankees were working on something, which is obviously it didn't happen. So what was that something? He doesn't even know, right? He just knows that it was a thing at one point. And before we get into what the heck it could have been, what it might be, do me a favor, guys. If you're not subscribed but you love the Yankees, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 9,000. And if you want to be kept up to date with the latest in Yankee news, hit that subscribe button. So, listen. What was the move that the Yankees were working on? A lot of people have believed it to be Mr. Brian Reynolds. Yankees lost Benintendi to the White Sox. We need a left fielder. In fact, a report just came out that Brian Reynolds will be probably playing the majority of his games out there in left field. That's what the Pirates are going to do with Reynolds. So regardless if he comes to the Yankees or not, Reynolds is going to be a left fielder. But I digress. The big move, for the most part, a lot of people believe that it was Brian Reynolds. And absolutely, right? We all know that the Yankees were engaged with the Pittsburgh Pirates on a potential deal for the left fielder now. And it's just the Pirates package and what their wants for Reynolds were just too big. It's too steep. It's too steep for anybody. Reynolds is still a Pirate. So it's too much for anybody. And listen, I like Reynolds. I do. He's a very good ball player. He's very good. Just for me personally, I'm not moving Dominguez for him. There's just no way I'm doing that. Absolutely no way. I've said this in the past. There's only a couple of players that I would move Dominguez for. Just a few. One, we would never do a deal with the Houston Astros, at least not right now. I would move him for Alvarez in a heartbeat. It's not going to happen. I would put him in an Acuna deal. Not going to happen. We all learned about that. Not going to happen. And then I would move him for Juan Soto. Not going to happen. At least not right now anyway. Maybe the Padres don't re-sign him and they want to shop him next season. Who knows? But I wouldn't move the Martian for Reynolds. That's just my opinion. You're entitled to yours and that's totally fine. But so that's probably the pause and everything. It's like, whoa, we don't want to move him. We don't want to move a Peraza for Reynolds. We'll give you something else. And the Pirates were adamant about wanting starting pitching. And the Yankees have some, but they traded most of it away in the Frankie Montas deal. J.P. Sears, Ken Waldichuk, who is the third-ranked left-handed pitching prospect in Major League Baseball. He's in Oakland now. So those guys that you could have used in a Reynolds deal, obviously, you used them last year, so you can't use them now. It's unfortunate, but there's another player that could be available. He's not available now. There have been no reports that he is or any indication that anybody has talked to Milwaukee about this certain player. But Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes went to arbitration, right? The Brewers felt a certain way about him. And he felt a certain way about himself. And he felt that he's worth a lot more than what Milwaukee thinks he's worth. So that's another player going through this. First with Reynolds and the Pirates. Now Burnes and the Brewers. Corbin Burnes, though, the Brewers are going to want a haul for him. Very good pitcher. Imagine just for fun, let's say somehow the Yankees add him, which they would have to move Dominguez, Volpe, Peraza, maybe 2 out of the 3, maybe 3 out of the 3. But imagine if we could get Corbin Burnes, my gosh, add him to that starting rotation. Cole, Burnes, Rodon, are you kidding me? In the playoffs, any team is finished, in my opinion. Pitching-wise. Then the Yankees just have to go and get a batter or two and we're set. But Corbin Burns, that kind of a deal would be a huge move. It hasn't been talked about, and I don't think it's going to happen, but who the heck knows? It could, because if he starts being really unhappy over there in Milwaukee, he could say, yo, I want to trade. And if not the Yankees, it'll be to somebody, and they're going to pay a hefty package for Mr. Reynolds, a hefty, for Burns rather, a hefty one. But we shall see what happens with that. So, what the heck was the big move? Was probably Reynolds. Just didn't happen. But there could be another big move that we could possibly make, and that could be Corbin Burns. When could it happen? I have no idea. I'm not Nostradamus or nothing, so I'm just Joe. So listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. We have channel memberships in the description if that interests you. I'm going to start live streaming at the beginning of the season, so I'm really excited about that. Mondays and Thursdays, I'm targeting for that. Probably in the evening. I have to iron that out. But thank you guys so much. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.